Are we rolling? Shout out to my boy Rich Talks Kicks for finally getting his Tesla. Hey guys, what's up? JD from JDTechTV here, and yeah, it's been a while. It's good to see you. Good to see your beautiful faces. But this is episode 5 of Ask JDTechTV. I asked for your questions on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm here to answer them for you. But I'll also be getting to a channel update, just kind of letting you know what's going on with the channel. But first, I'll answer your questions, so let's get into it. All right, first question is, would you beat up some of my friends if I pay you? Only if your friends are potential employers. That tends to be how I get jobs. Were you into sneakers before going to Cali? If not, or even if so, how much has being around John made that worse? Well, I kind of dipped my toe into the world before even going to Cali and even before meeting John. I actually credit Jacques Slade for giving me sneakeritis. The dude is God mode sneakers and swagger and was a very positive guy to watch, so when somebody is like that, it's very easy to get excited about what they're excited about. If you haven't heard of Jacques Slade by this point, and if you're interested in learning a little bit more about sneakers, or you're a sneakerhead yourself and you're not subscribed to the guy, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and make that happen. I'll link his channel in the description down below. The guy is on a road to 1 million, so let's help him get there.
That's so awesome.
So after watching a bunch of his videos, I decided to go to a store and try on some Adidas Ultra Boost myself. And from the first time that I put them on, I was sold. That was actually months before getting in contact with John, but being around other people who are into it as well, it's not that it made it worse, it's just that I think it helped me lean into this new obsession a little bit easier being around other like-minded people.
JD, you recently got to meet Elon Musk. Still super jealous. Anyway, the question is, Elon comes to you, and he's going to put you on a SpaceX flight either for a 1-hour trip to the moon or a one-way trip to Mars. Which do you choose?
That's a great question for my buddy Aaron Matthew Kaiser. He's also a great YouTuber as well. I'll also link his channel in the description down below. But I would definitely have to say the 1-hour trip to the moon. Getting to go to Mars would be an incredible honor as a pioneer of travel and exploration, but I definitely feel I would be way more comfortable sitting in the comfort of my own home watching somebody else do it while I sit next to my loved ones. The moon definitely sounds better. I mean, like, you get to make a little weekend trip out of it. You get to go up there, bounce around for a while, and come back. Definitely sounds better. However, hanging around Elon Musk, the guy was so captivating and infectious. If anybody could convince me to go to Mars, it would definitely be him. It's really amazing how quickly you forget that he is this billionaire real-life Tony Stark, because the guy was literally geeking out over taking us through the factory, talking about every little thing. I mean, it was awesome because it seemed like he was fanboying over the whole experience way more than we were, which is cool because typically when you think of these successful billionaire types, you think of somebody who's very buttoned up, somebody who's very calculated, and you feel like you're only seeing the person that they want you to see, not who they really are. But with Elon, that wasn't the case. It was very interesting to watch him because his genuine candidness in that interview and tour instantly made you feel comfortable around the guy. Despite what you hear about him in the news and media, we got to experience a very generous, very sweet person whose honest passion for their craft was nothing short of inspirational. Why is Rich Talks Kicks such a boss? God, this guy will not leave me alone. Okay, for those of you who do not know Rich Ho, aka Rich Talks Kicks on Twitter, for sure go follow him or lose my number. Rich is somebody that I work with and look up to on the Sun Squared Media team. He's sort of the jack of all trades for the TLD and the Kevin Kenson channel. Rich is the truth. He's basically the Phil Jackson triangle offense in human form. The guy is there when you need him and executes anything asked of him to the highest level. I mean, the guy mic'd up Elon Musk like it was nothing. He is directing and shooting videos for Kevin Kenson, and he is extremely knowledgeable with camera equipment and gear. And whether he realizes it or not, in the short time that I've been there, he's been an incredible teacher and mentor for me. He's been very welcoming. I mean, everybody has been very welcoming, but Rich especially has gone out of his way to be very patient and show me the ropes and really set a daily example of what it means to be a valuable member of the team. God, it sounds like I'm in love with the guy or something. I am. Whataburger or In-N-Out. Dang, that's like an East Coast versus West Coast thing. They both have cult followings, but I'd have to say I think Whataburger for breakfast and In-N-Out for burgers. I'm not quite giving up on my East Coast roots yet.
All right, JD, so I've got 2 questions. 1, who's taller, you or MKBHD? And 2, how you liking Cali so far?
I am taller by just a few inches, just barely. However, I don't think that really matters considering that Marquez can jump like 20 feet over me. I can't do that, so let's just say it's a tie. You know, Elon Musk was tall too. He's like a lot taller than I expected. I think he was like 6'1".
6'1.5".
Okay.
And he was like Jacques too. Like Elon is 100% Mr. Steal Yo Girl. And as far as how I'm liking Cali, it might be one of the best decisions I've made in my life to date. How far away is the next star after our sun? Answer first and then Google it to see how close you can get. I actually don't need to Google that. The next closest star to our sun is a red dwarf star that is Proxima Centauri at 4.243 light years away. And I'll actually do you one better. The next star after that is Alpha Centauri at 4.367 light years away. So boom, science baby. Don't at me with science questions. I'm a card carrying nerd, man. What's your favorite thing about working with TLD? Ooh, that's hard. I don't know if I can pick one thing. Like, they're all pretty good. I feel like there's a lot that I can say. Getting access to and getting to use a lot of cool camera equipment that I've never been able to use. Getting to go off and do cool Tesla stuff. That's pretty cool. Getting to see the whole creative process of making a video in a professional studio. I really like that. Just the sharing of knowledge that we have around the office. Love that part too. And I think just how everybody makes me feel so incredibly welcome, and not just welcome, but that I belong. That's pretty cool too. So I guess like the summary of all of those things that I just said is just, it's cool. Like the culture that they create there is cool. I know that's sort of an odd answer, but it is what it is. It's cool. How was the Tesla shoot with MKBHD and what did you do? Obviously this is sort of the theme of the questions for this video for the most part. As far as what I did and what my job responsibilities were, I was in charge of BTS. And I've already kind of touched on the other stuff that we did at Tesla. So I think I'll answer what you likely want to hear about. What is it like hanging out with Marquez and his team? See, here's the thing about me. I'm not really uncomfortable around people in high profile positions. These experiences are not my first. And I realized a long time ago that ultimately, despite what these people do on a daily basis and how that may or may not differ from what you do on a daily basis, ultimately, they're just people, like you and me. Marquez, Brandon, Vin, and Andrew, the entire MKBHD team, they're all very nice, very sweet, very fun people to be around. And just like the TLD team, when it comes to them doing their job, it is done professionally with the utmost precision and integrity. Well, that's it. I think I'll stop there. Thank you everybody for submitting all of your questions. It was actually very difficult to pick which questions to read since they were all so great. If I didn't get to them in this video, I will make sure to go back on Twitter and Instagram and answer them in the comments. But before we go, like I mentioned, I would like to do a quick channel update. And as some of you likely have noticed, I haven't been uploading as much as I normally do. So I would like to say officially, no, the channel is not dead. I'm just very, very, very busy. When you move cross country like I did from Florida to California, there is a considerable adjustment period that you go through just kind of settling into your new place. And then when you combine that with a new job, it takes time for you to figure out what your new schedule looks like. And I think I need to make something very, very clear. My channel, JDTechTV, has always been something that I've done on the side. It's never been my full-time job. I've always had another main job. And that doesn't mean that I don't love doing this. Doesn't mean that I don't love sitting down and making videos for you. It's one of my favorite things to do at any given moment on any given day. However, my job with John and TLD, that's my main focus. That's job priority number one. Ideally, weekly uploads will continue to be the goal, and honestly, I don't really see that as being undoable. I just need a little time to settle into my new job, and the JDTechTV schedule will kind of form on its own in time. So again, weekly uploads are definitely the goal, but there may be some gaps here and there from time to time due to things like the Tesla project, which is super fun. But if you go and follow me on Twitter, you'll not only know where I am, but what I'm doing and when my next upload is gonna be coming. So don't lose faith. I'm still here, and as always, I'll see you soon.